Hi everyone. Yesterday, the students in our 7th grade Elevate groups learned about integer multiplication rules. Today, students are going to be learning about integer division rules. So just like yesterday, there are 3 key rules that students have to focus on in order to be successful on their exit ticket. The first one is that when you are dividing a dividend by a divisor of 1, your quotient is going to be the exact same as that dividend. So -1 divided by 1 still results in a quotient of -1. The number you started out with is the same number you ended up with. Rule number 2, if two numbers have the same sign, their quotient is positive. So a negative dividend divided by a negative divisor will result in a positive quotient, and a positive dividend divided by a positive divisor will result in a positive quotient. Same signs, positive quotient. Now, if two numbers have different signs, their quotient is negative. So 5 has a positive sign, 1 has a negative sign. Different signs will result in a negative quotient. Doesn't matter the order, whether the negative comes before the positive. Like in this example, your sign is always going to be negative, okay? So with that in mind, we launch students into a turn and talk. If you divide a negative integer by -1, what do you know about the quotient? We know its quotient will be positive because a negative divided by a negative is equal to a positive. And then here's an example if students need one, okay? So then we're going to spend about 5 minutes of a teacher model doing letters A, B, and C. So in model A, the signs are different. And so we are showing students how to account for division when the signs are different. We already know from our division rules that our quotient, is going to be negative. So we only have to focus on the math. 15 divided by 3 is 5, and then putting that negative sign right by the 5. Question B focuses on division where both the dividend and the divisor have the same signs, and so we know that our quotient is going to end up being positive. So with us just doing the math, 28 divided by 4 is 7. We're keeping it as positive 7. And then the last teacher model that you are going to do is model C, where students are applying their procedural skills from A and B and applying it to a real world problem. So the signs are different, -16 divided by 4, and so we know that our quotient is going to end up being negative. So then we're going to give students about 5 minutes to work on all the odd numbers. They start out with identifying whether the quotient is going to be positive or negative, then going to actually find the quotient, and then applying that skill to a real world problem. And then they're going to use the last 5 minutes to work on the positive numbers 2, 4, 6, and 8 as their exit ticket. Since there are 4 questions, it's out of 4 points.